Oh man, there's a bunch of things I'm looking forward to, but I guess just starting the next chapter of our lives together and starting a family and moving on from there. That's what I look forward to the most right now. She's really caring. I mean, she doesn't have a mean bone in her body. She definitely cares for me and cares for others and animals and stuff like that, so I know she's definitely gonna take care of our family and take care of me and everyone else, so.
Dear Andy, I am beyond excited to see what the future holds for us. I remember the day you told me you loved me for the first time. I was falling for you hard and everything with you just felt so right. I couldn't thank Ashley enough for bringing you into my life. Thank you for loving me the way you do and for loving my bandit too. You are the most wonderful man and I'm so thankful to have you in my life. Love always, Andy. I know that Andy will be a great husband because he is so selfless. He always thinks about others first. He always puts me first. He loves kids, so I'm so excited to have a family with him. And he will set such a great example, not only in how he is towards other people, but in how he has such a strong faith with God, and he wants to raise them with that same strong faith.
A little anxious, a little nervous, excited, but I'm just kind of going with the flow right now. I know when it gets closer and I'm standing up there, that's when I'll be real nervous, so.
Welcome, family and friends and loved ones. We're glad you're here. We gather here under the canopy of God's perfect timing, His sovereignty. We're embraced by His mercy and His grace, and we catch a reflection of His plans and dreams. We're here by their invitation to share in something that did not start today. In fact, it started in the heart of God before time began, because God knows. That's just the way God works. Would you all please stand with me?
Annie, from the moment I met you, I knew there was going to be something special between us. After a month or so of dating, I remember the first time that I knew I loved you. It was a rainy day in late October, and we were sitting on my couch watching TV. I was staring out the window, thinking I'm really falling for this woman, and then I remember you asking me what was wrong, and I said nothing, I was just daydreaming. A couple weeks later, I finally got the courage to say those words to you. I was leaving for work and was walking out the door, and I said, "Okay, I love you, bye," and started running out to my truck. You popped your head out the door and said, "What'd you say?" I was so nervous, but obviously it worked. Like any relationship, ours hasn't been the definition of perfection. We've had a ton of highs, but we've also had to get through a couple lows. We have had some arguments, fights, like any relationship, but we have always pulled through and been stronger as a couple afterwards. We lost Bandit a few months ago, and that was hard for me to see what you were going through, but I knew I had to be strong for you. If there was one perfect thing, that was meeting you and falling in love with the person that you are. I love you, Annie, and I have a few promises to make to you in front of God and our witnesses here with us today. I promise to stick by your side through good times and bad. I promise to love you with my whole heart, even when we eventually get old and wrinkly. I promise to make decisions in the best interests for us. If we walk with God through our marriage and lean on the people with us here today for support, we can get through anything. You're not only my best friend, but soon to be my wife. I love you.
Andy, here we are ready to write our love story as husband and wife. I could not be more excited to start this journey. If I could mold the exact choice in a husband and father to my children, it would be you. And might I add, your dashing good looks was a huge bonus. You were so easy to talk to from the beginning and easy to get along with. You quickly became my best friend. You make me laugh, and I can always be myself when I am with you. You have a fun and contagious personality. You are fearless and brave. You are dedicated and a hard worker, and you are an example to me in so many ways. You give me endless grace, and you are the most wonderful man I have ever met. You remind me daily, just in your walk, to trust in the Lord, for his plans are greater than our own. Most importantly, I quickly realized you had the same love for our Lord Jesus Christ as I did. There's never a time that I don't want to be around you, and I'm more than thankful to do this life with you. I've spent so much of my life trying to imagine who you would be. Destiny is a mysterious thing. No matter what you do or where you go, you cannot avoid it. And no matter what you do, you cannot force something before it's time. I truly believe our time happened when it was supposed to, and that I had found someone who would make my life complete. I know that in your arms I will be safe, protected, and loved unconditionally. You make every day meaningful. I fell in love with your heart, the way you always put me first, and you have helped heal my heart when we lost Amanda in April. So today, Andy Moon, I vow to never take our union of husband and wife for granted. I promise to cherish you, trust you, respect you, and act as your teammate when times get tough. The world around us will always be changing, but my love and commitment to you will always remain.